For the ones who get it done, the most important part is the one you need now. And the best partner is the one who can deliver. That's why millions of maintenance and repair pros trust Grainger, because we have professional-grade supplies for every industry, even hard-to-find products. And we have same-day pickup and next-day delivery on most orders. But most importantly, we have an unwavering commitment to help keep you up and running. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
On today's Smart 7, Suella stays in the spotlight, actors close $1 billion deal and lots more. It's Friday 10th of November, it's Vanilla Cupcake Day and happy birthday, Neil Gaiman.
The Smart 7. It's news, but not the news.
Home Secretary Suella Braverman put herself firmly in the spotlight on Thursday as she continued to escalate her public spat with the police over pro-Palestinian protests. She wrote an article for the Times newspaper in which she accused the police of bias and of treating right-wing protesters with a stern response, while pro-Palestinian mobs were largely ignored. The article was not cleared by 10 Downing Street, and opposition parties were quick to call for Braverman's sacking. Labour leader Sir Keir Starmer says it's up to Rishi to act.
This isn't the way in which a Home Secretary should behave. The role of responsible government is to reduce tension. He's got a Home Secretary who's out of control, and he is too weak to do anything about it.
She's been busy all week creating drama over the proposed peaceful protest because it clashes with Armistice Sunday. Rishi, though, seems reluctant to fire her, perhaps because the Supreme Court's decision on the Rwanda asylum scheme is due next week. Labour's Sir Chris Bryant says it's a matter of when, not if.
The fact that only 2 Conservative MPs have turned up today to defend the Home Secretary, I think, shows that she has already lost the support of the House. Isn't the truth of the matter that this Home Secretary is really trying to command the police, and that completely breaches every single understanding that we've historically had of the operational independence of the police?
The White House announced on Thursday evening that Israel had agreed to temporary humanitarian pauses in parts of North Gaza. The proposed pauses will be up to 4 hours daily and are intended to allow the safe evacuation of civilians and the shipment of humanitarian aid. The Israeli Prime Minister explicitly ruled out any longer-term ceasefire, though, as fighting continues. Meanwhile, European leaders held a conference in France to focus on offering humanitarian aid and finding a solution to the conflict. The EU is quadrupling its aid budget, and EU Commission President Ursula von der Leyen says they will work with both sides.
Israelis and Palestinians who will in the very end have to agree on a way forward. But we, as a part of an international effort, must also contribute in very close coordination with our friends and partners.
And as the weekend nears and the planned London protest looms, Policing Minister Chris Phillips was warning in the House of Commons that the government will be keeping a close eye on proceedings.
We expect the police to protect those members of communities in London who are feeling vulnerable this weekend. Hate has no place on London's streets, and we expect the police to ensure the laws are upheld.
160,000 US actors look set to return to work after their SAG-AFTRA union reached a tentative agreement with the movie studios and streaming companies. The strike has been going on for 4 months now and kicked off over concerns about the use of AI and its impact on actors, along with a demand for more payment from streaming services. The draft agreement proposes a 3-year contract with a value of over $1 billion that will see a new streaming bonus and better minimum salary levels. Duncan Crabtree Ireland was the chief union negotiator, and he says they've come up with a good mechanism to protect members from AI.
We intentionally designed, especially our AI protections, to set standards that can actually evolve with changes in the industry. We don't want to see performers replaced. We want to see performers augmented and lifted up.
The COVID inquiry was in session again on Thursday as it continued its Downing Street module interviewing Preeti Patel. The investigation was focused on 2021 and the socially distanced vigil on Clapham Common in memory of Sarah Everard. She'd been murdered by serving Met Police officer Wayne Cousins, and the vigil in her honour was broken up by the police, which caused public outcry. Boris described it as a bit of argy-bargy in WhatsApp messages, but the former Home Secretary apologised, saying it was totally inappropriate. She also faced questions over inaccurate messaging during the pandemic about closing borders.
There was no sophisticated or effective system already thought about and ready to be put into place when the virus emerged.
I think that's absolutely correct. And with that, no technical capability. And I think the capability, the skills and capability simply weren't there.
Still to come on the Smart 7 drama in the Europa League, and Zac Efron could be playing Chandler right after this. Welcome back. Thursday night saw Europa League and conference action with Liverpool, Brighton, West Ham, Aston Villa and Rangers all playing. Brighton beat Ajax to put them in top spot in their group and give themselves a good chance of reaching the knockout stages. West Ham, Rangers and Aston Villa also picked up wins. Liverpool travelled to France to take on Toulouse, but it did not go well for Jurgen Klopp's men. They were 3-2 down in the 97th minute of the game and desperately hoping for a draw, but VAR ruled out Jarell Quansah's last-ditch goal. Klopp wasn't too pleased with the loss, but he had praise for the hosts.
Obviously, we should have created more, could have created more, but you cannot concede 3 goals here tonight, so that makes no sense. But because they fought harder, they were more aggressive in these challenges, it's deserved. Congratulations to Toulouse.
The cast of The Iron Claw were on the red carpet for their premiere on Thursday. It's the first of a series of muscular movies on the way. This one stars Zac Efron and Jeremy Allen White as part of a famous Texan wrestling family. Zac and Jeremy both beefed up for the roles, but the chat on the red carpet was more about the ending of the actors' strike than which protein shake works best. Zac was also asked about rumours that he's been tapped to play Friends star Matthew Perry in a potential new biopic.
It's a huge honour. Matthew is, just the best guy in the world. I had the best time of my life working with him, and to think that he was thinking of me for that role, I would be honored to do it.
The teaser for Pixar's follow-up to their animated hit, Inside Out, just dropped. If you missed the first one, the movie takes place inside the head of Riley, a human girl, and we meet the emotions that live in her brain, including joy, sadness, anger, disgust and fear. Inside Out 2 sees more emotions enter the mix as Riley turns 13 and teenage hormones fire up. It's got an all-star cast including Maya Hawke, who plays new emotion, Anxiety. It's hitting cinemas next summer.
Orange? Who made the console orange?
Do I look orange?
I didn't touch it.
Orange is not my color.
Not me. Hello? Ah! Oh my gosh, I'm anxiety. Where can I put my stuff?
A new emotion. Wow.
Oh, I'm sorry. We wanted to make such a good first impression.
What do you mean, we?
You've been listening to The Smart 7. We'll be back tomorrow at 7 a.m. Hit that follow button and have a great day. Give us 7 minutes and we'll give you the world.
At Grainger, we're for the ones who specialize in saving the day and for the ones who've mastered the art of keeping business moving. We offer industrial-grade supplies for every industry with same-day pickup and next-day delivery on most orders, all backed by real people ready to help. So you can get the right answers and products right when you need them. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.